Hello and welcome to glennzb TV for Tuesday, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. Shocking. Apparently, the cycleway situation is all a complete fraud. They just made up the numbers of what they expected. They said that the Nelson Street cycleway would be used by 986 cyclists every day. But at the moment, it's only 448, which is not even half that, of course. And to be honest, that even is, if you just go out there and look at it, that seems made up. Like when it says it's 448 cyclists a day, is that one way or both ways? You know, is it one cyclist going to and from, or is it just two and then they get counted again on the way back? I don't believe it. And further shocking news. Apparently, the globe's ice sheets could still completely collapse, even if we stick to the Paris Climate Agreement, which nobody is really able to. So they all went to Paris. Most people agreed on doing something, but it's not going to help. Turns out the world is completely unsavable, unsalvageable, whatever. Like I say, shocking news. This is the next story. Maybe I really needed to think a bit harder about my headlines today. There's an election about to happen in Fiji. And when you look at that picture of those ballot boxes there, it turns out it might be a bit dodgy. There's a media blackout ahead of the election. And all political banners should have been taken down by now, but apparently they haven't been. Oh, and Ram Booker's back in. So, yeah, it's going to be super dodge, the Fijian election. Like I say, what a shocking. Oh, and then lastly, I figured I came this far, I couldn't really not do another one. Turns out, the scheme of planting 1 billion trees has hit a bit of a speed bump, because official documents show that the government planned to plant 1,100 hectares with pine this year. They'd ordered about 1.1 million seedlings for that. But it turns out only 191,000 of those have been able to be planted, because there's the land is just not plantable. I know how that feels. When we've talked about it before, I've recently moved, and I've got a lot of area that I need to plant and shrubs and things, so I don't have to mow it. And it's clay, and that's not really plantable. So you have to dig a big hole, and you have to fill it up with topsoil. So I've actually think I spent more money on garden mix than I have on actual trees. And then the trees die anyway, and so then you have to buy new trees. It's depressing business. We should move into an apartment now. I am glennzb. Yeah, some of my trees look like that, which is thanks so much for having me in your virtual headset. See you back here again tomorrow for more.